What's going on, guys? Just a really quick reminder for you guys that are attending PAX Australia. My ugly face is going to be there. Congratulations. If you guys are attending PAX in Melbourne from the 4th to the 6th of November, don't forget to stop on past the Intel booth and the Twitch booths. We've got a full schedule up on DIBBSGG/PAX. What is up, my dudes? It is Tuesday. Yeah, it is. Holy crap. Welcome to Filthy Creatures Live, the podcast that runs 5 days a week from our mouths to your ear holes. I am joined by... He's full in the face. I'm joined by the most beautiful man out of Missouri, Mr. UckDK. How are you, sir?
Oh, remember to tip your waitress today. It was going to be fine. Oh, I don't even know where I'm going. I'm good, bro. Good. How you doing?
Good, man. Played a crap ton of Battlefield 1, and one of the reasons why the live show is running late as fuck because because I slept, and you know when you get in that cool loop, the loop of a cool dream, and you're like, man, that's a cool dream. I like this dream. This is a good dream.
I want to keep sitting here and playing in this dream and cuddling with my Bunty Bits pillow, which has Bunty's face all over.
Bunty was there. Him and I was there, man. And I was like, it was like a Calvin and Hobbes moment, man. Him and I were just running around and like hot air balloon stuff and riding bikes and building sandcastles and shit, dude. I'm not lying.
Then it all turned into a horrible nightmare when Daka showed up.
Yeah. There was a weird shadow that was hanging around. It was really weird. But what have you been up to, man? Last couple of days. How you feeling after that 24-hour stream? Is it still lingering with you?
No, I'm good, dude. I'm winged off that, dude. Like one day of like fucking pure out. I woke up today. It was like, rise from your grave. I was like. Like, I got a second chance. I was like, go. So I decided it'd be a good time to go ahead and put into practice, start working out. So I went for a 51-minute walk. Fuck me in the butt. Like,
small steps, man. Small steps. That's
so I am. My lower back right now feels like Chung-Li is like doing like the fucking bicycle kick of doom on it, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
So one of the things is like if you end up having a sore back, obviously just lie on the floor for a little bit, just like an hour or so.
I did, and then I got a weird boner because like
pain in one way comes out the other. Yeah, I know that.
So God, I really like that would be the worst thing to actually have that how your body works. I'm not talking about masochism. Yes, I am. I'm talking about being a masochist.
Yes, you are.
That would suck. Like you get like a paper cut. Like, ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom. So talking about masochism.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. Let's do it.
The new River City ransom password discovered after 27 years. Now, this motherfucker that figured that out is a true masochist. 27 years this game's been out, and he's been working on it for at least 10.
Wow. Congratulations to the guy for putting in a whole bunch of effort and
I applaud him, but he's definitely a masochist.
But what's left for him now? I bet you in his mind there's another code in that game, and he's like, I'm gonna find it.
He's gonna fucking find that. He's gonna find another code. But at some point in time, when does the coding stop?
It never stops.
When does it stop?
It never stops. It just keeps going.
No, I feel like if he's done this one, he's found this code. Maybe he's moved on to another game to find the code in, which would be a legit kind of cool thing to do. I mean, like, don't stop at just one game. I mean, it's cool you found this like code that apparently breaks the fucking game for you. Apparently, it makes you so overpowered there's no point in playing it. But that's beside the point. It's cool that he found it. And apparently, it's a very complex fucking code of doom. I watched a short video and explanation on how he did it. If you guys don't want to watch it with us, you can always go check it out yourself. It's about 11 minutes and 40 seconds long. It's a good watch, and he does explain a lot of the things. But Like, legit, boys, legit. Oh my fucking god! I would have thrown the game console out the window and been done within the first like 2 hours.
Yes,
the man has the patience of a saint. Or he's a masochist and he gets off on it. One of the two.
That's what
whatever. Whatever he wants to do. So yeah, that's a great thing. It's beautiful, even.
So
no, I'm lying.
Talking about beautiful things, there's something that I enjoy a lot. It's when game companies can cross their franchises over and
no game companies ever do that.
Yeah, no one does that.
We don't have the Heroes of the Storm. Now we have, I don't know, D.Va coming from Overwatch over to StarCraft 2.
Boom. I think that's cool because obviously, if you don't know, D.Va's obviously a hero inside of Overwatch, but D.Va, her backstory is that she is a pro StarCraft player.
Oh, I know,
and that's why she got chosen. I think that's kind of cool that they like meted their own fucking they meted their own game IPs, man, to fit into this. I think that's fantastic. So D.Va's coming to StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 is announced. She's the first from outside StarCraft's lore. She'll be available to folks who attend BlizzCon. You can listen to a bunch of clips saying things like your base is under attack, your SCV's been interrupted, stupid Terran. Right here, some of them are a little bit dorky, but it's a teenage video game, not the Shakespeare. A little dorkiness is to be expected. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic.
It's good. It's good. I mean, like, yeah, I think it's kind of it's fun and breathes a little knife into it. And I would like to point out right now, Dibs, I'm expecting our favorite resident nut case for Overwatch, Khonshu, to pop in and be like, D.Va? Where?
Come in with his bag of Cheetos and his Mountain Dew, like, just like
panting. But like, no, in all seriousness, this is actually a really cool thing. I love it when companies do this. There's been a couple companies that have done this. If you guys don't know, the people that made Devil May Cry, Capcom, has done this with a couple of their games where they've crossed over platforms, such as, and I'm not talking just in the fighters, where they brought fighters in for the fucking Marvel versus series. Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm talking like they've made games where they've actually brought in characters from different franchises, and it's always been really fun to see stuff like that happening. So this is kind of cool that like StarCraft has gone, we don't really have to take ourselves too seriously. Then again, have the guys at Blizzard ever taken themselves seriously?
Not necessarily. I think
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think having that.
I think they're wanting to have fun with it, and that's what I really want to see.
Absolutely,
I want to see that in the game company.
And also talking about one of the best like crossovers or like weirdly implemented things. It's got to be done again. The Snoop Dogg announcer pack in Call of Duty Ghost, man. That was the best. That was the best. Soon as that was out, dude, I was like, I gotta buy this, man. This is legit. This is where it's at. But
that was so bad. I remember hearing so much shit from that. Snoop Dogg, he has a Snoop Dogg dizzle D. I'm like, yeah. That's in the game? That's in the game. Really?
They literally got him into, I think they got him into a booth and was like, just asked him a whole bunch of questions, and they're like, yeah, we got enough audio here. We can cut this audio.
Yeah, we got enough audio. We're good.
Yeah, we'll send you the royalties, man. The royalties will come a bit later. Don't worry about this shit, man.
Talking about audio, by the way. So apparently, video game actors are once again threatening to strike. And I understand. Like there are some concepts and some situations where more money is deserved. But as I understand it, these guys make a pretty decent living off of this. I mean, it's not like glorious, but I mean, it's enough to feed their kids, put their kids through high school, and yet they want more money for it. It's understandable, but at the same time, I don't understand why it's always something that's got to be fought over nonstop. If you're smart with how you set your business up, and if you are a person that holds a significant value in voice acting, you set a contract up that is something that you look to build on for the next however long you're signed up for the contract, and then you go into renegotiation for it. Well, that's at least how I view it. It should be built, but apparently it's not. So
no, it definitely isn't. But one of the a really difficult, not difficult, but it's like, it's not an incomprehensible point to bring across is the guys who are big voice actors, they're sorted, they're fine. Mm-hmm. This is for the guys who are smaller. These are the guys who they don't have a job, they don't go from job to job to job to job. These are the guys that okay, we'll do a little bit of this, we'll do a little bit of this, we'll try and keep this boat afloat. That's for these guys. These are we're not talking about like our Nolan Norths and stuff like that, but The list of companies that these guys will be taking strikes from, Activision Publishing, which is huge considering all the IPs they have on board. Blindlight LLC, Corpse of Discovery Films, Disney character voices, that is massive. Electronic Arts, that is huge. Formosa Interactive, huge. Insomniac, huge. Take-Two, so Interactive Associates, including Take-Two. So this effectively could affect the new Rockstar game. Whatever they're doing, this could put that back on it, right? Because Take-Two,
yes and no, because here's the situation. Okay, whenever anything goes on strike, what happens is they can find people to come in and fill those shoes. Mm-hmm. And that's how a lot of really great actors, voice actors nowadays, actually get found, is by situations like these cropping up, or one of their main voice actors had to bow out or something like that, and they couldn't do it. So, I mean, this is potentially a good time to find some new talent. But at the same time, if I don't know the full situation on why the strike is being fully listed, I only read a little bit of this because, like, to me, truthfully, there are times to strike and there's times to not strike, and like the average payout for these guys is like 40 to 60,000, even for like low end, apparently. That's
okay. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's
pretty decent money for me, is what I've looked up. But that's not to say there isn't guys that, as you said, they float around from job to job and they're not well paid. Maybe they make 20 to 30,000 a year. That's a little bit harder to live on.
Yep.
So that I can understand that, but it's one of those moments. It's like, as they said, there's also a site lack of back end payment for jobs such as residual payments. This is not the first time voice actors have threatened strike, so maybe they're not even being paid correctly, which could be a thing. And it's one of those. It's
always a difficult thing, especially when you sign a contract with the studio, and basically you're signing away your likeness, you're signing away your voice, you're signing away any performance capture that they decide to use in the game.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. But like, Nolan North is a good example. He doesn't just do video games.
No, not anymore. Well, not now.
And I wouldn't assume a video game actor only does video games either. Like, at this point in time, because you can't out of what I understand of voice acting on this, there's like a couple major players that make lots of money, and then like there's the guys that are in the lower end bracket. And I would think if you're in the lower end bracket of this, you would go and like look for different jobs. You know,
that's true. That is true.
You would go and look for different opportunities. Like, it's the same concept for a streamer. You don't stream in just one place unless you have a reason to stream in that one place.
Or you play the one game over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, you don't hold on to one game over and over again either. Like, it is bound to get you dead at some point in time, unless you're playing GTA 5, and then guess what? You had like 10 years of grace to do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly. talking about 10 years of grace. Well, not really 10 years of grace. But Infinite Warfare multiplayer isn't new, but still a good time. I've walked around and had a look at a whole bunch of streams and talked to a lot of people who played it. I was watching Hayden O. Smith on the stream team this morning play a little bit of Infinite Warfare beta.
Was he?
Yeah, and it looks like Advanced Warfare 2.0. Not a bad thing, but remember, Advanced Warfare sort of brought in a lot more mobility. He says that like a lot of the guns.
And everyone seemed to be kind of annoyed by that too, which was really weird.
Yeah, it brought in mobility. It gave a little bit of extra life to the competitive scene, and variety to the competitive scene. You know
like the competitive scene was fucking like off the chain, but like the rest of the game, people like apparently didn't like it. Is that what I understand?
That was
like
the general consensus. That's the general consensus.
It wasn't the competitive people that didn't like it. It was like, oh, the shit kids that was like, mommy, daddy, buy me this game. It's the newest game. It's got to have it. Like 2 hours later, they was like, this game sucks. Take it back.
So Call of Duty Infinite Warfare hasn't particularly held this hasn't held, what's his name, Heather's interest. But after playing weekend multiplayer, you're impressed. Running around as a machine gun armed robot soldier was a good damn time. It really brings in the point that I see, the through thread that I see through a lot of people that are talking about this game. Movement is different. Movement is interesting. The avatars that you're playing as are relatively, or the soldiers that you're playing as, robots. Not really that interesting. Guns sort of handle all relatively similar, but it's all about the movement. I think they're almost there. I think one more look at this thing, and one more look at this, and it might be there. Might be a good game.
If what they're doing is they're trying to get to the point where they're making a finite game that is like the game to beat all multiplayer shooters, they're technically going down the right route. Though I feel like they're taking a step back with this. The crafting system lets you upgrade your favorite guns with extra perks and power-ups. So, I mean, what is it with the fucking crafting system? Does everything have to do? I'm waiting to like pop in like Barbie Simulator and there's a goddamn crafting system. I'm just saying. When does it come to the point where we're just like done with a crafting system? I'm just. Ugh.
If you're going in and you're making a game and you're trying to make the best game that you're gonna, or the best shooter that you possibly can make, probably Call of Duty probably isn't the best franchise for this. I would akin, and I've done this for a fair few years now, I would akin Call of Duty to something like FIFA, something like Madden, where it's like, okay, here's this year's feature set. Here's what we changed from last year. Have like.
And maybe they're trying the crafting system out to see if it works with their thing, and they want to keep on adding it on. Because, like, as I said, if they're trying to perfect their first-person shooter to where they get to the point where they have the perfect first-person shooter, multiplayer, competitive game, at that point in time, they're fucked, first of all, because they won't be able to sell. It'll sell. I mean, it'll sell for a long time, but like then they'll be like, what do we do now? We made the best one ever. What the fuck? Then again, I say that there's still being sales on fucking Portal 2. So if you make the best game ever that it can possibly be, you probably sell it for several years down the line.
It's true.
So, I don't know. It's a cool thing. As you said, you've watched it. I haven't really seen a whole lot on it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about it because I felt the crafting system in a first-person shooter was kind of weird with the multiplayer aspect. With the crafting system, when it's a first-person shooter, the single-player aspect makes a little sense to me, depending on the character's skill sets and stuff, but not really the multiplayer. Though I say that, and World of Warcraft has an amazing crafting system, and apparently the Legion's hidden artifact skins are hard to get, except when they're not.
So for you guys that don't know the way that this stuff works, a lot of the guys are uninitiated for this. Is that there are you have your thing called your artifact weapon. It's basically a weapon you get at the start of the expansion. It's supposed to carry you throughout the entire expansion. The more artifact power that you get towards it, artifact power you get out by collecting little artifact things in the world, or doing dungeons that will drop like little tokens for artifact power, or raids which will kill bosses and they have artifact power drops that happen. You can put that into your weapon. You can upgrade your weapon. It'll augment your other abilities as well, and obviously make you hit harder, all that sort of stuff. So the idea is trying to max that as much as you possibly can. It's a fucking grind, and it's meant to be a grind. It's meant to be like that for to try and put it in perspective. If you want to go 0 to like maxed out, it's probably going to take you about 2 to 3 months. Just every day of just going in ham every day, just purely focusing in on that. So it's not something that like, okay, we're going to get this out of the way at the start of the expansion, and then you've got nothing to do for the end. It's sort of like this is what you need to do. But they have these things called hidden artifact skins. So there'll be certain things that'll drop in the world. So I know as a demon hunter is what I play. You need to go to a certain area called Surma. You do these daily quests. There is an item that drops randomly, and it's a really low drop rate. And then once you have that, you go turn it in, and you get an artifact weapon, which turns like an artifact skin, which turns your weapon looking from like war glaives, so glaives, looking like these guys, right? That's you won't be able to see that because that's grayed out, but to like ones that look at them made out of bone and stuff like that. Not something that necessarily like it will improve your damage or whatever, but it's a cool little visual aesthetic thing that they've done. So there are a couple of other different ones that they've got here. Fangs of Ashmane is a feral druid. It basically allows you to turn into some fucking hippogriff, weird looking thing. As feral, which is the cat spec. There's one for the hunter, which turns their bow into like a more mechanical looking thing. So there's a whole bunch of different ones that go about it, and a lot of people didn't know about these until obviously the first couple of reports came through.
Yeah.
I know the Death Knight one was broken for a while, and it finally got fixed, and a couple of my friends got it. But all that stuff aside, it's cool that they added in extra things that you don't necessarily. It's not like, oh well, you need to go kill 50 of these, or you need to go quest this, or you need to do this massive long quest chain. It's like, here's something that's hidden. You know, you guys will find it eventually, but once it comes down and once it's figured out, then, you know, like, okay, that's cool. You know, that's another thing you can do in the game. I think that's a cool thing that they do, man. A big props to Blizzard for, like, at least for still bringing those little nuggets of awesomeness.
Golden goodness.
Yeah, 10 years on, man. They're still killing it.
Talking about fucking things that are killing it. So Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah. So this is
fucking apparently he's a football player. For anybody that didn't know, like me, because I'm a scrub lord and I don't follow sports that much. So apparently he was wearing Kirby cleats in the NFL game, and he was doing this to support I think breast cancer is what I believe it was. He was doing it for it was basically annual breast cancer awareness month in October. So basically Pinktober or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Pinktober.
Yep.
And it was basically he did Kirby. Now this is actually pretty cool. I think it's kind of neat. Now when he was asked why he did it, he was asked why he chose Kirby. He just said he chose Kirby because of its color. So it is to concede with the NFL annual breast cancer awareness month in October. He could have been like, because Kirby is awesome and I love video games. Yeah,
and then it would have been like, yay, but they didn't.
I might watch the NFL now, yay! But no, he missed the mark on that one.
That's almost, but no cigar on that front, unfortunately.
But no, man, look at those fucking kicks, dude. Like, if I was a football player, I would wear them. I don't know how well I do in them. I'm pretty sure that I'll be looking to tackle the pink guy and the guy in the pink cleats. Like, you see that motherfucker? Yeah, he's got pink cleats. Kick his ass.
Get it.
Go do it.
Get him.
But that does bring up the joke that if they're all looking at your shoes, they can't see the guy throwing the ball.
It's true. That's why you have "Your Mother" written across the toes, man. Like,
your mother. Wow, I'm gonna get you. Like, yeah, that works.
That'll work. So this next article is it's interesting. I think it's definitely massive. I
love it.
Everyone's watched Spirited Away. Everyone's watched.
Oh well, I actually have the Studio Ghibli box set collection, so I've watched more than Spirited Away.
So, Studio Ghibli's TV series is coming to Amazon. Famed Japanese animation house, Studio Ghibli, for movies Totoro, Spirited Away, has signed a deal with Amazon to stream its kids' TV series Ronja the Robber's Daughter online in the West. Huge. That exclusivity deal, actually, I was expecting something like this to go towards Netflix,
like Netflix or Hulu or something like that.
Amazon must have paid an absolute pretty penny for the rights to this, man.
Well, Amazon Prime's got some nice stuff. I mean, I've watched a few things on there. It's not a bad place to watch some stuff. I just feel like they need to get their hands on more stuff, and if they're going to be doing things like this, like really cool stuff, because everybody who has ever watched a Disney movie or has ever watched anime knows exactly who Studio Ghibli is.
Oh, absolutely.
They're just like, oh, Studio Ghibli, I know those guys. I can't wait. I mean, from fucking Kiki's Delivery Service to fucking The Cat Returns. People know all kinds of different things. You're probably all sitting there going, The Cat Returns, what the fuck is he doing? Go look it up, sweetheart. Go do it. And if you want to have a real tearjerker, go watch one that's called Fireflies.
Whew. Okay, I'm at it. It's a list. But so from the way it looks, is Amazon Prime or Amazon streaming service is very kid focused. It says there's a lot of kid programming on there, which I think is good because look, Amazon Prime, like as an overall,
they're kid friendly, yet they own Twitch.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, so much for this podcast. It was nice being here, boys.
the big hook comes in from left of stage. Having a lot of family programming and all that sort of stuff definitely plays in that wheelhouse of like, oh well, we have this, go watch it on Amazon Prime, like, we know, whatever, like, you know, it that ties in that way. Netflix obviously more of a theatrical sort of experience. I would have loved to see it come out both, but having the sign here is
I don't know what the fuck Hulu is anymore. I don't even know what Hulu is.
I didn't even know what Hulu is anymore, man. Like, last time I watched Hulu, it was like, here, watch this episode or something, then watch this ad. Oh, you've seen this ad 6 times already? Let's watch it the 7th time. Oh, you see it 15
Right,
times already? Watch it 16 times.
20 ads later, I was still in the same video going, can I just get to the fucking end? Please, can I?
Oh my god, it is the most ridiculous thing. But hey, look, Hulu is what it is, and best luck to the guys over there. I think they are signing some like smaller TV shows, or they're getting some like rebroadcasting rights and stuff for that. So
they're still getting their ass kicked by Netflix. So it's all good.
Yeah, of course.
And now Amazon's coming in to swiftly kick the ass again. So I really feel sorry for Hulu, because Hulu is like kind of like, it was the first place they started watching stuff at, and then they started adding excessive amounts of ads. And like, I don't mind like 1 or 2 ads, like you know, in my stuff, because it's almost like a basic TV show, man. Like you get like 1 or 2 ads, or at least whenever I was getting watch TV.
When those ads are on, I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, do something. Yeah. But the problem with not Netflix, with the problem with Hulu ads is they're not even fast. They're not even long enough for you to go do something. Like fucking, they're like literally about a 1 minute long inconvenience. Because like, what can you do in a minute? I can't even masturbate in a minute. I'm sorry, it's not even possible. No, I can't. Like it switches over to fucking Golem's face or some shit. I'm like, oh, I lost it. Blue balls for the rest of the day, boys. I'm out. You want to talk about blue balls right now? Aquaman had the best goddamn time at the Justice League party. Boom. Jason Momoa has basically been shining beacon of joy in the dark world of the set of Justice League, whether it's been by casually rocking out between takes or generally goofing around on set. Turns out the film's rap party, DC's King of Atlantis, displayed another superpower, the ability to drink like a fish. It's pretty much given. A big boy like Jason Momoa, dude, would be smashing him down. There was that interview that was with him when he was on Game of Thrones, and he had to learn Dothraki. And when he spoke Dothraki, it wasn't the way that he was, because he would get sent on tapes, right? And he would just like come up with his own little his own little accent for it. And the writers were like, oh shit. The guy who was developing the language was like, oh, I guess I have to write that into the thing. So it was an active back and forth. But he used to sit down with a pizza and like a 6-pack of beer and like just learn his lines. And that's how he used to learn his lines and shit. Like, dude,
more power to him. I always really enjoyed him as somebody. My thing is this. As cool as it is that he's going to be playing Aquaman, he would have made it so much better Lobo.
Oh yeah, dude. But then who would have played Aquaman?
He would have made so much better Aquaman then. I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, like I like Aquaman, but man, he missed they missed the mark with Lobo for this one. They could have been like, you know what? You know what? Marvel did it. Fox. Wait, is it Fox? Fox did it with fucking Deadpool. Let's have a fucking R-rated. Disney, not Disney. Sorry, Disney did not buy them. I'm fucking losing my mind. Goddamn. Warner Brothers. Fuck, I can't remember. I can't keep any of my comic book fucking movie trivia straight anymore, boys. It's all fucking cluster fuck of knowledge up here nowadays.
Jump ship.
Yeah, jump ship. Fuck. No, they could have been like, you know what? We're gonna put out a rated R thing, because like a lot of their shit touches on that pretty heavily, man. It does. It really is. It's almost borderline half the time, and it's like, you know what? Let's go full in. Let's do a Lobo movie. Let's get this guy to do it, because first of all, he looks like it. Second of all, he has the mentality of this wisecracking, smart-ass, like space cop from not space cop, but space bounty hunter from hell that has more issues and smokes cigars and drinks like a fucking fish. Oh wait, he already does that. He'd be perfect for the role. Exactly. He's been drunk half the time, even.
Exactly. He's like, oh, Jason's drunk on the set again.
Yeah, let's put him in costume. We got Lobo.
We got him.
The funniest part about it is if you scroll down in the comments, there's actually an image of it's a small GIF of him. He's standing next to Wonder Woman in the Flash, and it's absolutely fucking hilarious.
You have to see let me just quickly.
It's not that far down. It's literally like right past like Lobo riding the dolphins. Yeah. And it is. It's so simple. It's so fucking simple. It's a beautiful situation.
Just kick it out. Like he grabs her sword and shit.
Yeah, he spins the trident like, I fucking got this. He drops the trident and he goes, well, fuck. Kicks out, grabs her sword and goes, charge, and runs into battle. Fucking perfect. You could not ask for a better guy. Like he has fun with it, and that's all you can ask for. I mean, really, that's it.
You're gonna be doing
all you can ask for at the end of the day is to have an actor that is going to take the role seriously, but he's going to have a good time with it as well.
Absolutely. You want to talk about?
That's all we can ask for.
You want to talk about stuff that is just ramping up, man. Now, have you watched Westworld yet?
Nope.
Oh my god! So your homework assignment for this week is to get caught up on Westworld, dude. Because I need, like, oh my god, dude. I'm telling you. Oh no, because then this will turn into the Westworld cast. Okay, Westworld cast, partner.
Right. What? Time for Westworld cast. I'm just sitting here like, oh good god, why did I do this again?
So if you guys haven't checked out Westworld, probably one of the great another shining jewel in the crown of HBO. This new article is we have a lot more questions about Westworld. So there are 3 episodes in Westworld's inaugural season, and things keep getting weirder and weirder. In many instances, creepier too. It's answered exactly 0 of the questions we had.
Spoiler alerts before he goes any further, boys and girls.
Spoilers.
There will be spoilers in this. So spoilers ahead. You have now been officially warned. If at any point in time you feel like we're spoiling something, guess what? Refer to QAB, my big ass mouth, telling you that there's spoilers. Go ahead, Dibs.
There we go. Okay, so what we know, what we don't know. So I think here are a couple of things that are coming out of Westworld. I think the main, the creator, right? Because in Westworld we find out that there was the guy who's Anthony Hopkins' character, and he had an associate that he worked with. His associate was so focused on realism, and now Anthony Hopkins' character is committed to realism, but the park resets every day. So every day it's basically like it's a full reset. All of the hosts,
which isn't very realistic. You don't have moments in every day where it just automatically like resets.
No.
And like I was reading a little into this, and like I don't really know everything they're talking about, but the very simple fact that there is apparently a character who is completely designed to be raped in this.
Yep.
It just blows my mind. I mean, like, it's good writing. I mean, it shows the depravity of humans and our glorious moment of rattiness and shade. But, I mean, like, it is one of those moments where, like, I read it and I went, wow, it's very compelling to make me want to watch this because it's got really, really horrible things apparently going on behind the scenes and really horrible things set up. And then it's got little rays of hope here and there that I'm like, that might be good.
It is a puzzle wrapped in an enigma, man. There are so many floating pieces on the chessboard right now around the storyline. So obviously that first one with the creator, you get a hint. He talks about his partner, and it was like all covered up as like it was an accident and stuff like that. I think that guy's possibly still alive. He may be living.
He's the one doing it.
Yeah, he may be living in a secluded area inside of Westworld because we haven't seen the entire map. We've seen the map, but we haven't shown, like, you know, there's a lot of places that are undiscovered yet on that map. One of the other ones here is I'm just cherry picking these points out. If you guys want to check out the article, it is in the show notes. So let's go here. So is it a real gun that can shoot guests? So in this show, you have a gun. Everyone who has a gun, they can shoot the hosts, which are like the animatronic robot cast members, but you can't shoot other people. I would say that it's not necessarily a gun that they have. I would say that when you shoot an animatronic thing, it'd be like a squib, if you guys know for the media, for the movie terms. It's just an explosion pack.
Oh yeah, it's a blood explosion pack.
Yeah. So I think that's what it potentially could be. The way that the show is starting to pan out. Oh yeah, $40,000 a day to visit Westworld, man. That's how much it costs. $40,000 a day.
That doesn't sound like a whole lot of money if you think about how much maintenance they have to go through with these fucking these animatronics. It's like what happens if they just keep on getting guys coming in there and all they want to do is murder everybody. Just keep steamroll these characters over and over again.
It's true, but if you have $40,000 a day and you have say like 100 people that come into the park every day. Because you don't get to see everyone. You get to see little bits of people.
Here's my thing with it. Okay, I know like these robots are supposed to be artificial AIs. What if these aren't actually artificial AIs? What if these are actually real humans that have been stuck in these robot minds later down the line?
They grab their minds and put them into the thing?
Yeah, and and the reason why the one robot decided to completely start bashing his head is because he actually found out he was once human, and he's fucking horrified by the situation.
Could be, you know, it could that could be a twist.
That's all speculation. It's all speculation, but it's still something kind of cool. I love when theories, like little theories, pop up here and there, and different things like kind of fall into line, and you're just like, maybe with that, and then some circumstances change. You're like, yeah, no, that debunks that, or maybe it adds more fuel to the fire.
It's
one of those moments. I really enjoy some of these things they come up with. And there's some people that pull out the tin hat theories, and then I run for the hills.
But we'll see how this series pans out.
We will. Talking about talking about other series and things going on right now. So we have several different pieces right now, such as the article itself is called "Hints for Another Major New Alliance Coming to Game of Thrones." The problem is they actually cover several different things, such as Avengers: Infinite War is there's another reason we have a called another one of those, First of the Infinite Wars.
This is another one of those articles where it's like lead with this and here's all the information that.
Yeah, it's a bait title. We all know too well how those work from YouTube.
Yes, they do. They work well.
But apparently they're giving a little bit of information about Infinite War. So apparently Kevin Feige, I think is how you say his name, Feige or Feige.
Feige, I think Feige is a great. Yeah, is how you pronounce it.
Appears to distance the previous announcement connecting between the next two Avengers movie. So does that mean he's pushing it off for another few years, or there's going to be some more movies coming out, or is it just him like going, "Don't worry, it's still happening, but we want you to forget about the second one"?
What? With the Avengers and all the whole Marvel thing, I think if they start rushing through and doing like all of these ensemble cast movies, they're going to burn a lot of bridges and burn a lot of potential storylines that they could spend a lot of time going through. But then you also
that was kind of like with Civil War with me. I felt like Civil War came way too soon. I would have preferred Civil War to come after like maybe Inhumans or something. Like I don't feel like the events of Ultron were big enough to justify the Civil War happening. I felt like that should have been like the trigger that started the events for it.
Yes.
But weren't actually the causality of it. It was right there. It was like on the tip, and then like Thanos comes down and just goes, "Fuck you all!" And like a whole new fucking thing breaks out. The Civil War begins after we have like fucking 40 or 50 superheroes we can throw in this thing and just like cram them all into fucking instead of being Captain America Civil War, have it be straight up fucking Marvel Universe Civil War Part 1, Part 2, and been like,
I think
it's like that moment.
The only reason why I could see why they're pushing these storylines to go on is because you get actors that get tired. The longer they stay and they keep
Junior got tired.
Yeah, no, well, not that, but they get typecast as well. It's like, oh well, you're this superhero. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm that fucking superhero. But you know, as an actor, do you really want to be just like a streamer? Do you really want to be doing the same thing over and over and over and in that same
as a giant comic book nerd? If I was offered a job to go work for Marvel or DC, preferably Marvel, I would say yes, and I would not care. I wouldn't care if I was doing that until I was like, too old to act anymore.
Yeah, I mean, just as long as it's successful and it's something that like you get no.
Yeah, that I really want to do. I mean, I agree with it. But so that's a little bit of information from there, and apparently Jurassic World 2. Because as much as I love the movies,
average,
when do these crazy motherfuckers stop making parks? Okay, when does this shit stop happening? When does it go? I think this might be a bad idea. This might be an affront to God. We probably shouldn't do this anymore. Let's make falafel raptor. Let's do it. No.
Did you say falafel raptors?
No, falafel, not falafel. Yeah, can I get a falafel raptor, please? The guy like strides up.
Oh shit!
Here's your falafel raptor. Oh, dude, you forgot to cook it. But apparently, it will be darker and scarier than the previous film, which wasn't dark and scary in the first place. I see when you have Chris Pratt, which is awesome that he's coming back. It will also be very funny, which is cool. I enjoyed Chris Pratt in the last one. At this point in time, Chris Pratt can just have my babies.
He's a gem. He's an absolute gem.
He's a good actor. I like him. He's doing a good job. He's like Ryan Reynolds. I would really like to see a movie where they're both in the same movie together. And you
know what they should do? Just a straight buddy cop movie, but like a buddy cop movie where it's like they both don't know what the fuck is going on. Not that they both know what's going on, but like they're both just like,
no, what's going on? You know what the fuck's going on? I don't know what the fuck's going on. Why are we yelling? I don't know.
Just something like that, where it's like really cheesy. You could film it in like 5 months or 4 months. You know what I mean? Like nothing too heavy. Maybe get some good comedy writers onto that one. But
talking about a buddy cop movie.
Yes.
Well, apparently, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, has also revealed a few names of minor characters because we care about them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we do. We absolutely do. Because now that they threw the whole canon universe out, it's like, well, we need to get everything out there. There's no more canon. Remember that extended universe that we spent years and years on?
Yeah, I know. And you know what the funny part about it all is? I don't know if you have been, but I have been. I've been watching the Rebel Forces animation that they've been putting out.
I'm gonna go check that out after this.
I've been watching that, and like they are shoehorning so much legacy shit.
Really?
From the original, yeah, they've been shoehorning shit in there left and right, and pulling new stuff in there. And I'm just like, so you guys did like some of the original shit, and you didn't actually want to get rid of all of it. So now you shoehorning it back in because it's a lot of work writing your own universe when there's a whole multitude of shit already out there.
Yeah, exactly. That was approved by George Lucas back in the day. It's like, wow, you're gonna retcon a lot of that shit. Okay, cool. Have fun.
Didn't just retcon a lot of that shit. Retcon all of it. Anything that wasn't pertaining to the direct movie releases of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
And anything here and there, even the stuff that came after, such as Luke and oh god, what's her name? I can't remember her name. He gets married to her, and they have a kid. I can't remember right now.
Yeah.
Any of that, the Young Jedi Academy stuff, none of it. None of the games that BioShock did, none of it. It's all fucking legacy stuff. It doesn't exist.
That's
so. But they're circling the fucking bandwagons and pulling a lot of that shit back in.
Mara is his wife.
I mean, Mara Jade. Thank you, Mara Jade. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they're bringing a lot of this stuff back. Talking about stuff I don't want brought back. Apparently, Michael Bay is doing another Transformers movie, and this one's called The Last Night. Can it actually be the last night?
No, it's not going to be. You know, it's not going to be.
I know.
You know,
I know.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be something that. It's not gonna. Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to put up with it. I think now it's yes, cool, sweet. Transformers modern. Oh wow, they made a lot of money. All right, let's just full steam ahead and just pump a new one of these out every couple of years. As a director, being Michael Bay, I know that you're getting paid like bucket loads for what you're doing, but this is effectively. I mean, yes, you can look. It looks good in your resume of like achievements of like, wow, this is like this earned X amount of dollars, right? This is a high earning film. But is it as a director at its core? I mean, he's already loaded anyway. At your core as a director.
Oh yeah, he has way too much fucking money.
When you look back on your entire career, are you gonna be like, Transformers, that was the thing that I was doing, or are you gonna look back and go, fuck man, that Transformers made me bank, and they were shit movies. Like, I'd rather be proud of the work that you do than.
I'm sorry, I had to electrocute my testicles to keep me going on this subject because it was literally, this is draining, man.
Oh, it is.
You gotta understand, I grew up on Transformers. I remember being a teenager watching this shit, and along with that and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, dude.
These motherfuckers ruining my childhood. Well, my teen years, anyways. But yeah, but talking about something good, because like I could bag on Michael Bay for days.
Yep.
Talking about something good. Here's what the article was actually supposed to be about. Game of Thrones. Okay, so Watchers on the Wall reports, which is apparently an article that reports on nothing but Game of Thrones, and I feel very sorry for them when Game of Thrones ends because they'll have nothing to talk about. Reports that Daenerys could be planning a major alliance with the North in the coming seasons. So this is all speculation. It's all hearsay, but it's something cool that I would recommend going and checking out. Apparently, there's been photos of different characters meeting with different characters that you wouldn't see them meeting with, and it's kind of cool. So they're talking about there might be a team up between Stark and somebody else. We all know we want to fucking see Jon Snow on a goddamn dragon.
Dude, that's where it's at, man. We want to see him take.
We all want to see him on the fucking dragon, and be like, ah! Just be like, oh, you're all fucked now.
Yep, absolutely.
The wolf is coming, and he has a giant
fucking dragon. Dude, Wolf on the Dragon.
He has a giant lizard. Yeah,
we're fucking halfway there.
It is a beautiful thing. I can't wait. But talking about things that are really interesting on the TV show scene. apparently Stranger Things actors addressing Will's sexual orientation. I didn't know that was even a fucking question popping up. The character is 10 or 12 fucking years old.
Dude.
Who cares about his sexual orientation at
He's
this
just a
point in time?
kid. Just let him do kid stuff. Let him run around
Like,
the yard.
like, who sits there and goes, you know, it'd be really cool to know what Will's sexual orientation is. Does he like girls or does he like boys?
He likes.
He's 12.
He likes fucking D&D. Who cares, dude? You know.
Well, isn't that the character that had a thing with 11? Isn't that the character?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a bit of a thing. But isn't 11? It wasn't 11 transgender or something like that.
No, 11 was a girl. 11 was a girl.
Was 11 a girl?
I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know.
I think so. I
thought
always
11
saw her as a
I thought
girl.
11
You know
was
what I mean? I always saw her.
I
as a
thought she
girl.
was transgender, but I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the series yet. Hate me for it or not.
She shaved her head. They shaved her head because she's a science experiment.
Okay, that might be where I got
It's
confused.
your daughter. Like it's like so. It's established that she's female. I think this stuff is just a little bit too far into like looking into like a series. He's a kid, man. He likes playing D&D, likes hanging out with his friends, riding his bikes, man. Like it doesn't matter whether he likes girls or boys, or whatever. He's just a kid. He's a kid.
He's just a kid. And the actor Noah Schnapp. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that his name like Schnapp.
Where's Schnapp? It's Schnapp. So that's like
Schnapp. So Noah Schnapp, he actually went to Instagram took to Instagram on Sunday to address the ongoing conversation about his character sexuality, and he basically said, "For me, Will being gay or not is besides the point. Stranger Things is a show about a bunch of kids who are outsiders and find each other because they have been bullied in some way or are different. Does being sensitive or a loner or a teenager who likes photographs or a girl with red hair and big glasses make you gay? I'm only 12, but I don't know. We're all related. I'm sorry, there was no comma there.
Yeah.
I'm only 12, but I don't know. We are all related to being different. And that's why I think that the Duffer wrote. God, I can't speak. I can't read today. Duffer wrote the show the way that they did, so that they can so that all these questions. So, you know what? I'm done reading.
So you can ask all these questions. I hope the real answer never comes out. So people are looking. This is a perfect example of like people looking too far into an IP. The characters in the show are written to be relatable. That is it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Completely.
And if you feel the character's gay, maybe you're a little gay.
But like
maybe you're projecting. Maybe you're projecting yourself onto Will, and you're just like maybe I'm a little gay.
There's nothing wrong.
Or maybe you're a little girl. Or maybe you're a little girl that shaved your head, and you happen to wear a very frilly dress. I don't know.
Yeah. But at its core, these characters are written to be relatable. They're written to be like that was me, even though it's like 2 of those points out of 15. Are relatable, but it's like, hey, that's what I used to do.
Yeah.
I used to do this one thing. I used to do that one thing, and it's like
I used to fucking fight weird creatures to come out of the walls. That was called being on LSD, boys and girls. Don't do it. It's bad for your health.
You know,
but
like,
no, man. I mean, I understand. They wanted to make characters relatable. This is as you said. This is people looking way too closely at something and trying to. They're trying to pull something that's not there and shouldn't be there. As I said before, the character's 12. As the actor himself said, the character is 12. He's a kid. At that point in time, you don't even realize what your sexual orientation is, because guess what? You're just starting puberty. You don't know at the beginning of fucking birth. I don't care what any scientist or any person that is of that sexual orientation says that they knew right away, because you don't. Sometimes you could be a little off, but that doesn't mean you're gay. It just means you're a little off. We're all a little off, though. This makes us special. Though you're not special, snowflake.
Hey,
as a buddy of mine said.
Yep. You should make a shirt that says "You are not a snowflake." I would love that. I would buy it.
I would buy it.
I love that guy.
Talking about special snowflakes. So we have an update on the Rockstar event going on. So Rockstar, as you guys know, the article that we looked up the other day was Rockstar just got everyone talking with one simple image. It's been updated, and the image is tough.
Time to get gas, lads. Time to get fucking gas. The image looks like... Okay, so I've said this for a long time, but it looks like John Marsden dead center, and it looks like his potential band of like his crew that he used to run with.
Yeah.
I've always said that going back and telling that story would be fantastic, because you'd be able to tell the time of, like, maybe, like, you'd be able to, like, dip back into, like, when John was really young and he started, like, yeah, he has ties to the guys that are in that band of, in that crew, right? And then, so, like, how the crew came together, their glory days, and then sort of, like, how he ended up getting betrayed at the end of it. Yeah, and how it fell apart. I think that's an awesome
the question with that is they going to do this all in one game, or is it going to be like a multiple game drag out?
Please be multiple game drag out.
Are they going to set up the first story through the first game and be like, this is how they started and this is how, like, they kind of grew as a team, and then bring out the next one and be like, and this is how they fell apart?
I would like to see it. I would like to see it as that. You could probably do it over 2 games. You don't have to do it over 3. You could do 1.
Yeah, no, doing it over 3 would be too much. Doing it over 2, it'd be like the rise and then the fall. It'd be Act 1, Act 2.
Or you
plain and simple.
You could even do, like, go back, not even the rise, but like the precursor for that, then the rise to when it's happening. Then it's like, okay, cool. You know, they made off with the thing and made off with, like, all the loot and all that sort of stuff. And then the second one could be like, okay, they're riding pretty, but things start spiraling out of control, and then you've got to try and figure out what the hell is going on. Maybe they just cover it in 3 acts. I mean, it's Rockstar, man. You know, you never know. We do have 100 gig Blu-rays now that exist, so
true. They could just like, if it was a one big ass massive game with like a couple 100 hours worth of gameplay, I would complain.
Oh, God.
I'd be like, fuck.
Yep. Yes, please.
I would be sitting there looking at the screen and be going, we know what we're streaming for a while.
Exactly.
Enjoy having no lives,
dude. When that ends up coming down, dude, I'm going in. I'm going in so.
Oh yeah, I will be in full hard on that one. But since there's a new IP coming out, apparently people have been coming up with new suggestions for the name of the new game, and these are 47 terrible names suggested for your next Red Dead. Before we even go into any of these, Dibs.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Red Dead burger?
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Dude.
Just be like, instead of like he was once a dad making burgers and they came with red face and he was betrayed. No, that was not good.
Has to be R. Has to start with an R, right? Because the RDR. Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be. I knew it was gonna be Shed. I knew it was gonna be Shed.
I was thinking like something like the Red Dead Radish, man. You know, like
Red Dead Radish.
Yeah, Red Dead
just
Radish.
Like how like in a time of the Wild West, there used to be a radish.
Just a radish.
This radish was eaten by a gunslinger.
Some of these names are kind of like, okay, some of them make a lot of
some
sense.
of them actually aren't that bad. Yeah. Like some of these aren't bad. Like, I like how they say the 47 47 terrible names, but some of these aren't actually bad. Like the very first one is Red Dead Revengeance or Revenge. It's not a bad one.
It's not bad.
Though the one after that is Red Dead Relaxation. It's like they took some latex and then they had some weed, so they were shitting and relaxing. Oh yeah.
Red Dead Reflexology is ridiculous on that one as well.
I mean, there's some that are really bad. Red Dead Westwood. I like that one.
Yeah,
Red Dead Westwood.
That one.
Westworld.
So,
Red Dead Westworld. Yeah, that's fucking perfect.
I don't know if it's me, but when you watch Westworld, the way that I picture the town is the way that I picture the main town in Red Dead Redemption. So like, I'm watching the town and I'm like, if he heads that way, he's going to be able to go back to the ranch, and if he heads that way, he's going to be able to go to Mexico.
Wasn't there a Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Revolver already?
Red Dead Revolver was the first one.
And then Red Dead Redemption
was the second one. So Red Dead Revolver.
Well, I was looking through the fucking list, and like the last 2 are Red Dead Redemption, and the last one is Red Dead Revolver. I was like, wait a second.
I see what he did there. He threw it under the bus.
Those have already been used. Why did you include those in your count? Because, you could have just went 45 terrible names suggested for new. Okay, Mark, you did a good job, buddy.
Yeah, nice one. Is that Cyril? Yeah, nice one, Cyril. Nice one, Cyril. Get those damn articles out there.
Get them down. Red Dead recalculation, because they're all Asians and they need to calculate all the things.
We lost the Asian audience.
Yeah, well, they got you, so they'll be okay. They'll just say you said it.
And I'll be like, oh, it's fine. It's fine, Nick Chinese.
No, it's fine. That's Chinese.
So, I think does that do us for the stuff today? There's been any. Hey, guys, if you have any,
I'll do you, sweetheart.
if you've got any comments, make sure you can leave them on the YouTube video for the episode, or you can go to SoundCloud and leave an option there. But guys, make sure you go head over to iTunes. Don't forget, this show is up on iTunes as well.
We would like to see and hear all of your comments in the description below, in the lovely little chat boxes. Trust us, guys, we would love to read off some of your stuff. Unfortunately, we don't have any for today, so we're just going to kick the tunes, blast it out, and give you a little toot-toot at the end.
So, Mr. ArcDK, if people want to come and find you on the beautiful internet, where can they grab you, dude?
You guys can find me on Pornhub. No, you guys can find me anywhere you want to find me just by using the name ArcDK. I'm all over the networks and the tubings. But right now we're going to be pushing the lovely thing known as Beam. It was purchased recently by Microsoft, so you guys can check me out there if you want to. And remember, stay salty, bitches.
Hey, if you guys want to find me, DIBBSGG everywhere. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It'll come out in the wash. Hopefully, your nan won't put it through the wash too many times, so that it'll still come out fine. Don't worry about it. We got this. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good, guys. Until next time, guys. Keep your butts clean and keep your noses smelly. I will. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. I don't know.
I don't think that analogy works, my man.
It does. It does. Don't worry about it. It'll come out. See you guys soon. Have a great day. Ah!
That one was the wet one.